Hello everyone. Well, I decided to pop in live today. It is a gorgeous day outside and I'm going to be going outside in a bit. I want to go for my walk, and I said before I go on my walk and work in those flower bed that need some TLC now, I decide to pop live and also to remind you that celebration and this, is it Sunday or Saturday? Now I'm so confused with my date. I think it's Sunday. So let me check my calendar to make sure. It is Sunday. Sunday, it is the 28th February. It's very little days. So I I was looking through the celebration product, and it seemed the Cornquet Bouquet didn't have much attention. I use it quite a bit. I get the vintage look of it and the ombre, but I think some people are challenged with it because it's all in one stamp. So I'm going to share how you can add color to that. So I'm seeing people are jumping in. So this is going to be recorded so you can watch the recording. So I just get a few reminder before we get started. So about the celebration, with purchase before tax and shipping, like always, $50, $100, you get different product you can choose. So you get the little brochure. I thought I had it right here. And you can see it on my blog or on the store. So you got three different papers. So you get the paper, the blossom, you get also ombre, and then you got field flowers. And then in the stamp set, it's the Darling Donkey, Approaching Perfection, that's like birthday. And also Heal Your Heart, that's more like thank you, sympathy, and so on. We're in this together. And then it go in the 100. So everything I named was in the 100. Now we got a touch of ink. That's 17 stamp, I think. Yes, 17 stamp in this. And I did demo that. It's quite a bit out there. It's an easy two-step stamping. And then we get the other one with the paper that it's called Berry Blessing with the stamp set. So that it's all going on. So I see I get a few people on. If you can give me, okay, I see Diane put, you can hear me. That's, usually I start with that. So if you can tell me you hear me, we're going to get started with the Cornquet Bouquet. Also celebration, we get the sweet deal to join my team. Don't get scared about the word becoming a demonstrator. Many, I'm going to say 96% of my team are what they call themselves, maybe hobbyists, discount shopper, whatever you want to call it. You can join for the sweet deal, and then you get 20% minimum discount on your purchase. And so for $99, you pay $99. You only pay tax on the $99, and it's shipped to you for free. You get to choose a $125 product of your choice. The only exception in your choice, it's you cannot choose the Stamping Rewards stamp set. That is the Hostess set. Celebration stamp set cannot be chosen in that. And then also paper pumpkin. So that's the only three choice you cannot get. The rest, it's yours. Ink, paper, punch, dies, bundle, sweet, name it. You choose all the way to 125. And then Stamping Up will add 200 sheet of design pattern paper. Those design pattern paper, it's the one that coming up in the new catalog in May. You're going to get the selection of the subtle, neutral, subtle, neutral, brights, and regal, plus the in color of 2020, 2022. So you get 200 sheet of 6x6. That's another value of 57. You're going to get a past paper pumpkin. That's automatically adding that. The paper and the past paper pumpkin, that's another $22 value. So you get over $200 value for $99 plus your tax. Shipping, it's free. You cannot go wrong. So if you get any question, please contact me. To join, go at frenchiestamps.com. Right at the top, I get question and answer, and I get the join button. So this ends Sunday. And I know many people, if it wouldn't be the last minute, nothing would happen. The only thing about the last minute with that, Saturday, Sunday, Stampin' Up are closed. So if you can encounter a problem, then it's too late to contact them. So please, please, if you plan on doing it, I would say do it before Friday night. So if you encounter a problem, we can take care of it before the sweet deal is over. Okay, let me flip you down, and we're gonna get jiggy with it. And by the way, yes, our water came in yesterday. Mid-afternoon, it came in. We didn't have the best pressure, but it's getting there. And many people were getting me, I should do this, do that, about the boil. I never thought about putting the boil, because the boiled water over here where I live, that's a common thing. I mean, I'm going to say maybe not every month, but at least every other month we get a boil notice. So for us, boiling the water, it's a normal thing. So I appreciate all the feedback and all that, but we're all good. Everything is good. Yes, boiling water is going to be in effect for, I am sure, a week or more. In Houston area, they got a better system. They're boiling. It's already lifted up. I think where I live on the lake. It's kind of not populated that much, and I think our system is very old. So that's okay. Boiling water, it's okay, my friend. Okay, so this is what I done here. The picture, maybe you saw the picture. And I was thinking, after I was looking at the picture, I'm like, it's missing something. So this is what I'm going to share. So I decided to add a little, that's the Organi, the glitter black ribbon. And watch this when I add this to this. It make a day and night. See this? It's finished the card, right? Is that cool? Very much so. Okay, and then I should have looked for my cards. I didn't think about it. 1 minute. Okay, I don't know where I put them. Usually, it's always, you saw this, it's always like kind of in a corner. Well, today I decided we are not doing this in the corner because I wanted to show you variation. So that's what I'm doing today. So we're going to use this, but not in the corner. So most time, I wish I would have kept my cards here. And I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I already sent them. You can see them on my blog. Well, I can share it with you one way. 1 minute. I know how to do this. If I go to my blog, and I can share it that way. So while I'm waiting for this here to pop up, let me tell you before I forget, if you missed last Friday live, you still can have the download. So the host code, the 7CCXKBPN at the top there, if you see that, that is the host code to get the download to make the fun fold, but it's a double fan fold. This is the one that I did in the video. You can watch the replay. So see, and many people say, are they, okay, my device, it's not working here. Well, they were standing up. What am I doing wrong here? Here I go. I was opening on the wrong way. I don't know why this is not opening up. Let me, that is good. Well, I guess my device is not working here, so we won't worry about it. So you can see them on my blog, the other corner thing. So I got this one, but we got it in 3 sizes. Also the envelope, I'll make that, see? So the download include all these 3 different sizes of the fun fold, and they all stand by itself, all of it. Even the tallest one, that is the tall one. It's like those slim card, but in this. Okay, so that is the hostess code there. Here we go. I just had to be patient. So corner bouquet. Okay, I did the search here. I get the search in the corner, so if ever you look. So I got those one with the ombre paper, see? Very simple in the corner. Then that's one of my favorite in the vintage. Very, again, in the corner. And then I got the ombre. That's not the paper. That's the one that I sponge. I think that is it that I share on my blog. So you see, I did every time I did it in the corner. So I decide we're going to share it at a different way to look at it. See this one here? Is that cool? That almost, if we would put kind of an oval here, it would look like a butterfly, right? That's what I see, a butterfly. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to get started with, you know what? I'm going to share out this one, it's done. So I'm going to take a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. And this time, instead of lavender, we're going to use, which color should I? I'm going to use Rococo. And talking about Rococo, so Rococo, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, and Seaside Spray, and then the paper and so on of Poppy, not Poppy, but Purple Posy. These end at the end of April. But note that when we come to the end of the colors, the in color that retire, a lot of time we ran out of the reanchor or paper or something before the date. So in short, what I'm trying to tell you, it is while supplies last. So if any of those color that you absolutely love, you want to stock up on the paper and you want to have at least a reanchor, right? So don't forget about that. Now this is the large one. So we got the smaller one and then we got the large one of the corner. I am using the large one, and the reason why I like the large one better, it's because it's about the same proportion from that corner to that corner diagonal. This one it's short. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. See this one? It go very diagonal. It's easy to do what I'm doing here. So I got Rococo Rose. I'm going right at the edge here and stamp this. Lift it up. And then I'm going to go over here. Never mind, this don't have to match here because we're going to put like our greeting there and over here. See, it looked kind of funky, right? But then if I take my Rococo Rose, because we're going to stay in that color here. Well, I don't have any there. I should decide which color I was using, right? Okay, so if I get my Rococo Rose, and then I would put my greeting in the middle of that, you see, it cover everything. Boom. That's simple. Is that fun? And then you would get that. You just, my greeting, thinking of you, I am using Good morning, Magnolia, for the greeting. So that's how I done that. Now let's bring another piece here. Like I said, I wanted to share out this one. So this one here, it's not equally. So let me share what I mean by that. If I would do a mirror image, that would be cool though. So let's do this way, and then let's do this way. See, it go more sideways. So that's why I like the bigger one for this. But another thing you can do with the smaller one though, you can take this, and we're going to do 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, then 4. And then I didn't ink lovely there, but you see you could have more, like it make kind of a square. Okay, let's move that along. Now let's go share with the other one that I did. So to get, I'll do this one. Let me reach another piece of paper. I'm going to use a lot of paper here. That's okay. Let me, oh, I got Rococo Rose. Oops, this one got some embossing. Here we go. So to do around here, you see how this was done, the background. What I done, I like to stamp the smaller side first. So there and there. So let me ink this lovely here. And you want to go right at the edge. So it almost looked like the stem go off the paper because I want right at the edge. I got that. Now let's ink that again. And then we're going to go right at the edge again. And then we're going to do the top and the bottom. Right at the edge. And right at the edge. So that gives you all a nice border. You're going to say, oh my goodness, Frenchie, you got a fiasco there. No, I do not. Because what's going to happen, boom. When you put your layer on top, it's lovely. Is that cool? Another thing you could have done with that I think would be great, it's if you take a piece of, okay, I got this little post-it note. That would work good. So if you take a post-it note, and let me tell you what's the size of this so you know about it. So this measured 3 by 2, okay? 3 by 2. Put that right here. Oh, that paper is dirty. Let's flip that. Oh, can't. Okay, 3 by 2. I would try to put it in the center, but you're going to get the jig of it. And then, again, you're going to do the same thing. So really, I just need the top of the flower. I don't have to do the bottom. I'm going to put that right at the top. Put that there. I bet you know where I'm going with that now, right? Put this here. Now, put this here. And put this here. Now, what you're going to do, it's remove this. Boom! How pretty that is. And then you can put your greeting in there. So, I would need a bigger greeting. Let me reach for a bigger greeting. Like the rooted in nature, thinking of you. I can't, and that you could do that with just the card base. No need of layers of anything. I got that for illusion like that. It's Tammy that shared that with me. It's way cool. So then I'm gonna stay in Rococo Rose just because it's all one color there. And then take my thinking of you, smack that right here. Voila. How cool is that? Very quick, simple, no thinking, and see, you get all that beautiful card in no time. Okay, that was a lot more than I was planning to do. That's the way I roll, though. I start one thing and then I think of another thing, and that I always create on the fly pretty much. Okay, now let's share how I add color. So I'm gonna wash this. One thing that was so excited to see the water, that was my chamois. You guys, if you never ran out of water for more than, oh, maybe 24 hours, 48 hours, you don't realize everywhere that we're so useful. The water. It's just make you appreciate everything. Oh my goodness, everything. So you guys like that, right? I bet you see this stamp set now with these two cards here. I bet you already see this stamp set completely differently. And that was my goal. So I'm hoping that I'm achieving what I had in mind today, right? Okay, I die cut a piece with the rectangle stitch die. Don't know if you can see. This is die cut with the rectangle stitch die. It's 4 3/8 by 3. And I don't even know if we're going to use a layer on this one because I did something different than, I got a tough time doing the same card twice. I'm using Versamark here. So you want to ink this lovely. And we're going to stamp that right at the bottom. Oops. And this is the large one, okay? The large corner. The large corner, it's more equally when you flip it. So that's why I like it better. Somebody's late to the party. They had to shovel in Wisconsin. Well, the beauty about this, it's recorded. So in between your break from shovel, you can come and watch the replay, Marlene. I think it's Marlene. Okay, this is white embossing powder, white. Okay, always tap, tap, tap in the back when you use embossing powder. And I always keep a little brush here. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to emboss this. Heat emboss. Here we go. It's getting there. You're going to see when it starts shining, it's embossed. You don't have to wait for the smoke to be done. Here we go. Voila. Okay, now we got this done. What I done behind the scene, I did this that I share how that was done, right? Where was it? Here, you see, that would be this. I didn't want to have the color. what I wanted, I thought black on black with white, it's always striking with a splash of color. So what I did, excuse me, see this? That's the fiasco that I did. It's not a fiasco though. So I did all this. And if you see, a lot of this didn't emboss because I just inked the edge of the stamp set. Because I was like, why inking everything? So I just inked that part there. And I emboss everything, stamp with Versamark, emboss with white powder, just like I did this. And see, we're going to put that there. But see how, just like this, don't you think this would be awesome striking? I think just black and white like this would be lovely. But we're going to crank it up a notch and we're going to add colors. How to add colors? We're going to use blends. I got all the supplies that I use for these cards here, including this one. And then if you want to do the same thing, you just have to add Rococo with the one that I shared there. So all this, it's in the description. You get the direct link for all the supplies. Note that this is in the supplies, but you cannot purchase the corner bouquet. You can only earn it for free with a $50 order before tax and shipping. You can choose this for free. So I got Fleur de Flamingo, the dark. I got the dark Melon Mambo, the dark Blackberry Bliss, the dark Bermuda Bay, and the dark Olive. Let's start with, I'm going to start with the Bermuda Bay here. And the beauty about color with blends on white, embossing on black, it's even if you go beside it, you don't really, you won't really see it. If you would color, let's say you did like a light blue, a light pink, well, if you use blue or whatever color, and if you pass, well, then you're going to see it. Black, it's very, very forgiving, very much so forgiving. So that's one of the reasons why I like to do this on black. This is flirty, and I just mix them here and there. I'm not following any pattern. I'm just adding some here and there. So I like to do my flower, even if I'm going to have to come back to add some color. I like to do my flower first because some of it are kind of hide away there. So this way I can see better. Now this is the rich raspberry. And you see, I'm just adding very gentle, nothing, I don't press. You don't want to press art at all on an embossed image when you add the blends. It's almost like drag the blend or whatever. See, I just, someplace I don't even know if it's flower, I'm just guessing. Here we go. Now I'm going to go with Melon Mambo. And this, it's all the dark ones. So I was careful to choose all the dark so you didn't have to remember, or this one it's light, this one it's dark. So it's all the dark flowers, okay? The dark blends. Okay, oh, it's one here. That looked pretty good. Here we go. I'm going to add little dots and I'm going to use the flirty here. I just, all where I get those little dots there. And like I said, some of them I'm going to have to come back. And the reason why I'm going to have to come back, it's because when I'm going to go with the green, I can maybe white on the side there. Now I'm going to go with the olive. Again, it's the dark. And make sure you just barely touch your embossing. You don't want, if you really press hard on the embossing, it's almost like make a paste with the embossing. So you don't want to press hard. You just barely touch the embossing with the blends. No need to press. It's very therapeutic, this technique, I think, because it's like magic, right? And you don't have to, some people are challenged to color and do the blending and so on. Well, this, it's no challenge because you're not doing any blending. You're just really slapping some color on this. That is it. And never judge your work till it's completely done. Because if you look at that right now, it looked like a Mod Podge, right? So don't judge your card till it's done. I don't know how often or how many times I can repeat that, because a lot of people get discouraged. It's because they don't finish their card. I used to say it's ugly before it's beauty, but trust me, you want to finish the card and you're going to see it make a big difference when it's all completed. Like to flip it. Even if you still have a little bit of white, that just add character. I wouldn't worry and try to cover it all. It's just almost like a shadow if you get a little bit of white on the side of the embossing there. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Here we go. This here, I'm just gonna go a little bit. Here we go. So you can do that on any other color cardstock, but just remember that the darker the easier, because you don't have to pay so much attention if you go on the outside of the line and so on. I try on lighter color and I was not happy with my work. You're almost done and then you slide and okay, now I got a little flower here and there that I'm going to touch up, and that's going to be it. We're going to mount that. I don't think we're going to add another color cardstock in the back of this one. I think it's going to look good the way that it is. So here I can add one. I had another one someplace. Here we go. Let me take my flirty here. So yeah, you can go back and see, add a little bit more. Okay, I think this is pretty much done here. You can fuss with it, not fuss with it. I think that you just have to say, okay, that is good. Okay, now let's see this if I need. Okay, we're going to put it this way, and I'm going to go get Bermuda Bay, and we're going to try with color in the back. Or, you know what, we're going to try with maybe Flirty. No. Let's try with this one. I really don't think, because I am boss. Oh, I like the Bermuda Bay. Okay, yes or no with Bermuda Bay? I'm gonna wait to see what you guys say. I'm gonna cut it and see. Do you guys think I should add a layer or no layer? Let's see what whites say. Maybe white would be a color choice. Ooh. No, I think. Okay, I'm gonna cut the Bermuda Bay here, and let's see if we're going to do it or not. So I'm not even measuring this. I'm just putting that there, eyeball this, and eyeball that. I do a lot of eyeball this and that. That's pretty good. Okay. Think you need a layer of blue. Okay, we're gonna put, yeah, I said no, and then when I put it, I'm like, I kind of like it. So let's put our layers. I'm gonna put this, and then we're gonna put the inside. Sure I get some of the side there. Okay, you know what, let me get all that little powder that was floating around. And then this, we're gonna add a little bow. And this one, I'm not putting a greeting on the outside with the circle. This needs some glue there. You know what, when that happened, if you didn't have enough glue and it won't pucker up, take your liquid glue and just tuck it a bit here. Because sometimes you're not right at the edge, and especially when it's embossed, it won't to yeah, I agree. The Bermuda Bay make that pop. We're going to add a bow, though. Let's add a bow. And if I would have... I got some retired Bermuda Bay ribbon here, I think. Let me check. Instead of the black, so if you get old Bermuda Bay, or you can, and I'm out of the seam binding of the white because I could have sponged that one. I'm out of it. We ran out this week. Yep. So I'm just gonna cut this. I don't like this to cut. Here we go. We're going to take a glue dot, take your tail down, tuck your tail. Put a glue dot in the back, and then we're going to do the inside. The inside, we're just going to do the corner like the other one. Is that pretty or what? I think that is striking. Here we go. You can see them side by side. Now let me bring inside, and we're going to do Bermuda Bay because that's the color again we went with. Oh, what this here? It's just a piece of ribbon, honey. It's nothing extra. It's just a piece of ribbon. And you just roll it, so then it's always get covered, or you can just do this way, you know, as you go. But now I have to make sure it's all covered here. So this way it don't all unroll. So you just tie a piece of ribbon. First you put it a little bit tighter, but that's it. Okay, I'm gonna use Bermuda Bay. Oh, if you ask this here, this was a gift. I think it come from Estee. And then I got the one that I made. Let me explain that one. That's the one I use most of the time, to be honest. Okay, this here is just one of those embellishment container. You put a chunk, when I mean a chunk, and I get a video of that, of hot glue. You put your cap in, you let it sit, and then you just cover. So when you're going to change your bottle, you just remove the cap of the new one and you use the same one. That's it. So that's do it yourself. Okay, so now we got, I'm trying to see the comment as I go. We're going to put that in. Oh, and you know what? I use the big one. Usually I would use the little one for my corner. See? So, I did wrong for this, but you get the jig of it, right? Here, this is the small one. So here, perfect. You can see them side by side. I use the small one usually. And also for your envelopes, don't forget to, while you do your cards, you might as well do your envelopes so everything match when you're ready to mail it. You got it ready. So this would be the small one I would use right in the corner. I know it's made for corner like this, but my goal today was to share with you that even if it's a corner, this year I think this is so pretty and so simple. So pretty and simple. And then this. So many ways to, and this fiasco there, that's this here to put in the back. Because, can you hear my dogs? Are they funny? They get their squeaky toy. Well, if I would have something, see when you put something else, it do the perfect border. Yes, you can overlay it with another color. Yes, 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 absolutely. The large and the small, you can layer that. So let's say this one here, I can go and, I know I don't have Rococo Rose, but I think, well, we're going to use Flirty. Let me show you what that looked like. Yeah, peacock feather, absolutely. Me, I was saying butterfly, but peacock feather, yes. So I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo because that was the two colors, really, some of the colors in there. And then I can go right here. So you get the shadow there. So you can do many things with this stamp set because it's all in one and it's flower, and don't think you cannot add color. And like the one that I share with you, just Stampin' Black or in Early Espresso, I think these are very pretty too. See, that was quick and simple on the ombre. And then that's my vintage one. I absolutely love this one because I love vintage, of course. And this is another ombre. So you can do any way that you like. But my goal today was really to share with you that you didn't need to add, you don't have to use just in the corner, and also a simple way to add color. So don't miss out, my friend. These, and oh, before I flip the camera though, this and Sunday. And the host code that you see, the 7CCXK, with a note of $35, you might as well go at 50 though and get your celebration. You're going to get the download of those 3 size to do the fan fold. So don't miss out. That was the card here I did Friday live. So if you order, it's $35 before tax and shipping. You will get this download if you enter that host code. It's the 7CCXKBPN. Now let me flip here. Here we go. So that is it. Now I'm out to go get some vitamin D. A little bit of sunshine going to do just right. And we will I will be live on Facebook Thursday night. If you follow me on Facebook, it's Create on the Fly. And other than that, I mean, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's a new video. Make sure to come check it out because YouTube do not send a reminder for a scheduled regular video, only for the live. So you still want to subscribe to my channel and you want to click the bell to set the notification, because then when I go live, you know that I was live, because that's not on my post a lot of time, or not on my blog. That is it. Have a lovely day. Stay safe, and I don't know if your weather it's nice. If it's nice, enjoy the weather. If not, stay inside and stamp. Bye bye for now, my friend.